Part of this overhook. All right, we're gonna get the overhook set up. So I'm gonna go under here. I'm gonna break that grip off. I'm diving over, under, and through. And I get my grip set up as nice and tight as I can get it. All right. I want this nice and tight against this carotid, so I've already got one side of the gi cut off. All right. If I want to aggravate him, I can come in here and try to choke him. Right. But that's gonna be easy for him to defend. All right. So what we're gonna do, guys, is if he doesn't try to clear his arm, and he leaves his arm in there, right? A lot of times the guys will push into you when you do this, all right? They'll start doing this right here, right? So what we want to do is we want to get our fist in their gi, 4 fingers in, right at their carotid artery, okay? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before. I'm going to hip out, and I'm going to push into his neck. So I'm going to open up, I'm going to push into his neck. You see that right there? Now, I've got 2 options here, right? I've got the choke, and I've got the straight arm bar. All right, so this is what happens when they can't clear their elbow. All right, so their arm's in here and it's locked in and it's straight. So I can squeeze my hips, squeeze my knees, turn my hips in and drive through, and I've got the arm bar right here. Okay, if he's super strong with his arm, all right, I've already got the carotid artery stuck up or closed off on that side. I'm just gonna take my fist and I'm gonna punch it into the side of his neck, and I'm gonna get the choke on this side. So he's gonna do one of 2 things, all right? He's gonna try to not get choked, or he's gonna try to not get his arm broken. He can't do both at the same time.
Choke.
Okay, so if I'm pushing for that choke, he's gonna try to pull away from me, and he's gonna get arm barred, right? So if he's trying to keep his arm in there, and he doesn't wanna get arm barred, he's gonna get choked, right? So he's in a bad situation, a bad choice options there, okay? Let's do it this way.
The only way out at this point is to punch.
So,
Pretty much.
all right, so I'm coming underneath here. Guys, so remember when we're swimming, let's go ahead and practice this for a while before you guys go on to the other one, right? So we're gonna break that hand off of us, break that hand, this hand comes underneath, and I'm gonna pull him with my knees, okay? So that I can get my arm in and through, okay? Pull him with your knees. You're not gonna be able to pull somebody with just your hand. They're gonna be too strong, okay? All right? So I can aggravate him here, but what I'm looking for is fingers right up underneath the ear, right in the carotid artery, okay? I'm going 4 fingers in, the gi, right below the ear, okay? Now I'm gonna open up my guard, my foot stays to the hip so I can keep control of him here, right? My other foot goes to the hip so I have the pressure there, all right? So now I'm gonna hip out just a little bit, got my arm bar, all right? If he tries to keep strong with his arm, I'm gonna finish with my choke, okay? So I got those 4 fingers in there, so you got the 2 options, all right? Show it from one more angle. All right, so I'm gonna break that grip off, break the grip, dive my hand, pull my knees. As he's trying to come back up, I punch through, and I get my grip on the opposite collar. Okay, so now look, 4 fingers are going right here in the gi below the ear. All right, hip out, keep control of the hip, put the other foot on the hip on the opposite side. Okay, so I've got that arm in the arm lock here. I just extend my hips, and I get my arm bar. Right, if he tries to shove his arm in, I'm gonna get my choke. Okay, 2 attacks from the same position.